Hey everyone, welcome back to PolarByte, your go-to spot for crypto smarts with that straight-up Canadian lens, diving into the stuff that matters most to us up here, like how those TSX-listed ETFs play with your RRSP, or the CRA's latest curveballs that could turn your gains into a headache. Drop a quick comment below, where are you watching from today, right here in the true north, or somewhere sunnier? Before we begin, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I upload regular crypto updates that help you stay ahead of the market. Also, remember this video is not financial advice, always do your own research, and for the fastest updates, charts, and breaking news alerts, join my Telegram channel at PolarByte. Alright, let's start with a quick look at the markets. Today, the market has been showing mixed sentiment, but Bitcoin continues to hold its position strongly, building on last week's momentum. And speaking of Bitcoin momentum, the big story right now is MicroStrategy's return to aggressive accumulation. According to the latest update, MicroStrategy added $835 million worth of Bitcoin just last week, which confirms that Michael Saylor is doubling down on long-term conviction. This massive buy alone shifted market sentiment, but it actually sets the stage for the bigger, more important story that affects Canada directly: the entry of the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board, CPPIB, into Bitcoin exposure. Now, this is something the crypto community hasn't seen before at this scale in Canada. According to recent SEC 13F filings, the CPPIB opened a major position in MicroStrategy, purchasing 393,322 shares in Q3 2025. At the time of purchase, that position was valued at around 127 million USD. And even though MicroStrategy has recently been volatile, this still represents one of the biggest indirect Canadian pension exposures to Bitcoin in history. And what makes this extraordinary is the type of institution doing it. The CPPIB is one of the most conservative, long-term investment boards in the world. Its mandate is to safely grow the retirement funds of millions of Canadians, and that means they don't take meme-level or speculative risks. So when an institution like CPPIB starts allocating capital, even indirectly, into Bitcoin, it signals something much bigger happening at the macro level. This is not just a random trade or a one-off opportunity. Pension funds move extremely slowly and with heavy regulatory oversight. For them to take exposure through MicroStrategy means they see Bitcoin as a legitimate long-term store of value, or at minimum, a hedge against macroeconomic instability. Rather than buying Bitcoin directly, which comes with custody, regulatory, and governance challenges, they've chosen the cleanest institutional route: buying shares of a public company that holds Bitcoin on its balance sheet. MicroStrategy has basically become an unofficial Bitcoin ETF, especially now that they continue to accumulate at the rate we just mentioned, over $800 million in 1 week. For Canada, this is quietly bullish. It places Bitcoin into the category of institutionally acceptable assets, and more importantly, it sets a precedent. When the biggest pension fund in Canada buys exposure, it gives confidence to other major asset managers, insurance companies, and investment funds. If CPPIB can do it, so can Ontario Teachers, BCIMC, OMERS, and other Canadian managers who control hundreds of billions of dollars. A single move like this can open the door for billions more to enter the crypto ecosystem over the next few years. Now let's talk about the impact on Canadian retail investors. The average Canadian usually gets exposure to crypto through ETFs or direct exchange purchases. But with CPPIB stepping in, we're watching a shift from retail-driven speculation to institutional-driven accumulation. And historically, once institutions begin accumulating an asset, they rarely stop early. These are long-term, multi-decade investors. They're not trying to swing trade Bitcoin, they're positioning for the future of financial infrastructure. Another positive aspect is legitimacy. For a lot of Canadians who still think Bitcoin is too risky or not serious, this news flips the narrative entirely. When your own national pension fund is indirectly investing in Bitcoin, it sends the message that this asset class is no longer fringe. It's entering the realm of stable, strategic allocation. That perception shift alone can change how policymakers, regulators, and financial institutions in Canada approach crypto adoption. And let's not ignore the timing of all of this. We have MicroStrategy buying nearly $1 billion in Bitcoin in 1 week. We have the CPPIB entering MicroStrategy for the first time ever. We have multiple US and global institutions increasing their exposure ahead of what many analysts believe could be the next major bull cycle. These moves don't happen randomly. They are strategic positioning before the market goes into full momentum mode. Historically, institutional accumulation has always preceded major rallies. So what does all of this mean for the future? It means we're witnessing the early stages of Bitcoin changing from a speculative asset to a global institutional reserve asset. Canada's involvement through CPPIB is a huge milestone that should not be underestimated. And if more pension boards follow this path, Canada could end up being one of the early leaders in responsible, large-scale Bitcoin adoption at the institutional level. Before closing the video, once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and helps these messages reach more people. Also, follow my Telegram channel at PolarByte for fast updates, research links, and real-time market alerts. Telegram always gets information first. And as always, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's just my analysis based on the latest news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.